Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, fire signs. Welcome to my channel. I am Lady Day, and this is the Healing Butterfly. This is your weekend vibes reading. Please only take what resonates from any of my messages. All of my readings are timeless, so if you feel called to another reading, by all means, go ahead and hit the play button after this one, right? Of course, if it doesn't resonate with the storyline of your life, please, leave it there. This is not a Tetris game, so we don't try to make the readings fit, okay? Let's get into your animal totem spirit is clearly trying to talk for your weekend vibes. At the bottom of the deck is B, community. You are a powerful creator. Your work blesses everything you touch. Be open to receiving sweetness. You are the queen of abundance. I do believe that someone that you think has a stinger is actually trying to be very sweet to you, whatever that may mean. I think that maybe you think that someone's going to be very mean to you, or they come off with like a stinging type of, like a bee. A bee will sting you, obviously, but they create something as beautiful as honey. So there's something about someone that may come off very sharp, but really they're a sweetheart. Or you might think that you can get over on someone because you think that they're, somebody might think that you're, how people are like, oh, they sweet, I can get over on them. And it's like, no, I really will sting the hell out you. You know what I mean? So something like that. And then there's lion, higher calling. You have within you all the courage you need. Let go of the past and reclaim your majesty. You will find success and contentment with those by your side. Make noble choices for your life and your tribe. So again, I do feel like I may be channeling more masculine energy, or just those who may wear the pants, normally in the relationship. You don't have to be a man, but I'm getting very strong masculine energy, and your partner is either coming on your path, or you're getting ready to meet your better half, or you know who your better half is, or you know who your life partner is, or you know who your tribe is. Either way, okay? Because you have B, community, but then you also have there talking about making the decisions, right? Finding success and contentment with the person by your side and and your life, your tribe. So your whole life is getting ready to show. Okay, slow down, spirit. I'm sorry. One moment. This weekend, you're going to feel more connected to the person that should be by your side, your life partner. You're going to feel more connected to your tribe that is calling you in. You're going to feel more connected to being sweeter, and or someone being sweeter to you. Okay? But you're still going to roar like a lion. You would still, sting like a bee, if that makes any sense. But right now they're asking you to really bring in the honey with this situation. So somebody's not acknowledging the honey that's being glazed over this, the sweetness that's being glazed, the understanding, the peace, the common ground, the whatever that is. Someone is trying to get that through either to you, or you're trying to get that through to someone else. That I'm not trying to be a dick about it. I'm really trying to find a common ground. Like, goodness, I know that there's a higher purpose to us being connected, and I'm trying to find our way through it. I just feel very... Anyways, let's move on to the weekend vibes message. But that is your animal spirit. So you have the lion and the bee. So both talk about communities and tribes. And both, obviously, they work for the higher good of the overall pride. So if that's something that also means something to you, I don't know if accepting people's kids, or accepting other family members or friends, something like that. But I think that's also something this person is willing to do, and or you're willing to do if we have cross watchers. So what's coming your way this weekend? Fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. You're at a fork in the road, like I said. Imagine, not like I said, but you're at a fork in the road when it comes to what you imagined maybe your life to be, what you prayed for would come into your life. Maybe it is a certain type of family. Wow, chaos and conflict. I'm gonna get one more card for what's coming your way this weekend. You have two choices to make. Wow. Because I said you prayed over something. There's something that you asked for. There's something that you're trying to manifest into your life. And you're at a fork in the road whether or not to stay in the chaos and conflict of things of the past, right? Or to move on to the higher life that you always imagined yourself in. So that's what's coming your way, but it's up to you. Because you know it's not for you. You know something or someone, a decision, an action, a person, a place, a thing, because you know the other person is your soulmate. Something is not for you that brings chaos and conflict into your life, right? Because you're being blessed with a situation in the here and now, but you keep going towards the never-ending story instead of going towards the peace, instead of coming to the edge to be happy with the person that you're supposed to have a land of milk and honey with. This is the person that you're supposed to be mending with. Like I said, the person that's not coming with the stinger, the person that's coming with milk and, coming with honey, that's willing to find a common ground, breathe, right? That's usually someone being very calm and peaceful with you. Someone who's trying to be flexible to get to this treasure island that they know that you're both on this divine journey together. So you have a fork in the road between a soulmate and some chaos and conflict that you know is not for you. So yeah, well, Spirit's gonna make it quite clear. But there you have it. All right, so let's move on to the energy that you are to avoid. Wow, I feel like just closing out the reading with that. But energy to avoid, Spirit, for Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Exchanging gifts. So who are you trying to give something to? I was going to say, who are you trying to give something to when, like, are you... okay, hold on. Let me get one more. I got to be honest. I'm going to get one more card. That's the Loyal Heart. That's exchanging gifts, time to go, and there goes peace. I truly do believe that you're trying to keep someone around, keep something around. Let me keep giving someone breadcrumbs or something. Like, I don't know what this is. Like, keeping something in the tuck is what I heard. Keeping something, and you're trying to keep something in the tuck when you know that it's time to go. It's time to go towards the Loyal Heart, the person that brings you peace. You need to avoid trying to keep this situation. There goes the Tower card, the regeneration, just in case you thought. Because I feel like someone's trying to make this seem like it's not what it is. No, it's quite clear. So whoever you are, if you watch my videos or not, I don't know. Or if you're just toiling around in somebody's energy and you're trying to throw off what they think. It's quite clear that there's chaos and conflict that's not for someone, and that they're in a fork in the road to go towards their soulmate. It's quite clear that someone keeps trying to entice someone to come back. I don't know if they're giving you money, they're giving you times, they're giving you sexual things, they're giving you something, attention, whatever it is, to try to keep you and entice you when you know that it's time to go. So you're trying to avoid, right, leaving to the Loyal Heart to find your peace because someone keeps enticing you with something. It's going to cause a Tower moment, because you didn't go the distance with the unfinished symphony that the fates were telling you that it was time to co-create, because the TikTok is here, it was time. And who? Masculine energy, the yang. I ain't gonna do this with people's kids. I don't know who you are, where you come from, but I talk to the divine, and it's very clear what this message says. But we're gonna move on to energy to use. Energy to use, Spirit, for the fire signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. What energy should they use? Why? I have the why energy. I have the never-ending story energy. Co-create to the sea. One more for energy to use, building blocks. The bottom of the deck is observer. So energy to use, the curiosity of why this is a never-ending story with the person with the chaos and conflict. Really tap into why does it feel like this with this person, right? Because this is what I'm getting in my head. This is what Spirit is asking you to ask yourself. How can you co-create, right, with someone who always is a never-ending story of chaos and conflict, when there's someone else who to the sea, right, who's always moving, always building, always creating. There's someone else who stands very strong on their own, who may seem like they have no one or nothing around them all the time. There's someone who spends a lot of time by themselves. You have the why, you have the observer as well, the thinker, that you need to clean it up because you have a deep knowing that there's a blessing that you're supposed to be happy with if you only went by the book. So it's very clear. You're either in a relationship, a business, a partnership, a family, a friendship, something where this person always brings chaos and conflict. Eventually it ends up in chaos and conflict. It sounds like it might be all loving and fun and all of those things, and then we end up fighting. They end up being controlling. They end up being possessive. They end up being jealous. They end up whatever. But they keep enticing me with all these little gifts though, right? Even though I know there's another Loyal Heart that I'm supposed to be connected to. And again, if you're already in a relationship, then this is a business venture. This is a brotherhood, sisterhood. This is, I don't know what. You know what your life is. But there's something that every time you go back to it, it seems like it's a good time, fun times, but it always ends up in chaos and conflict. And you know what those things are. So let's get you some self-care. My apologies if I sound a little irritated, but I don't like when people try to come into my readings to make it something that it's not. If you want to be the person pulling the wool over somebody's eyes, you're going to get the karma on it at the end of the day. I ain't got time for it. All right, let's get into it. 3 cards of self-care for fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Okay, I didn't mean to take that many, but at the top of the deck is change. We already know that it was time to go, right? We got that energy out there, too. One moment. Let me get the other card. All right. Wow. Okay. Peace. Oh, wow. We got shine, too. I didn't even see that. So we have shine. Don't dim your light. The world needs your unique talents and gifts. Shine brightly. So whatever it is that someone also may be saying that you are not capable of, okay? I'm also getting that someone saying, oh, you were born into this type of family. Or maybe you even tell yourself, I'm only able to create but so much abundance because of where I come from or who I am or I don't have my degree. Please do not allow that to stop you from shining your light of the things that you are very talented at. There's also happiness. Your thinking will either make your happiness or take your happiness. You choose. So get out of your head about this situation that things don't come into your favor or something to that nature. I do feel like you're getting a lot of synchronicities and signs. If only you open your eyes to see them, that happiness can be yours, okay? We also have the peace energy. Just because some people are fueled by drama doesn't mean you have to attend the performance. Make your life a drama-free zone. Again, the chaos and the conflict is not for you, but for some reason, it entices you to keep going back to it for some reason. I don't know why. Speak up. If you avoid conflict to keep the peace, you start a war inside yourself. So I do think that you need to speak up, right, against the conflict. And yeah, it's going to cause someone... Of course, I'm used to doing this. I'm used to always giving you X, Y, and Z. Then you give me what I want. And we keep the same cycle of chaos and conflict going. But if you speak up, yeah, you're going to end up making them pissed off. So is this a mother figure or someone who you really admire that you don't want to ruffle feathers with? Well, they keep you in chaos and conflict. So now you're not supposed to speak up to cause chaos and conflict? Make that make sense to me. It's time for you to speak up if you want your peace. And then we also have choice. But you do have free will. Worry less about making the right choice and more about being strong enough to handle any outcome. So again, you need to speak up and make a choice. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. But if you don't speak up, I promise you the stinger's coming your way, because we already had the Tower card that came out. Okay? But I do think if you speak up and you're honest and you'll find your happiness in the middle of this. There's a whole lot of love and support surrounding you at this time. You just got to stay away from the old cycles. The old cycles that bring you chaos and conflict. It's like, oh, this bullshit again, or whatever that is. Okay, Spirit has clearly made it clear, like, who's this honey person? I just heard sunshine. So if you know what sunshine means, from Harlem Nights. 1 card. What's the affirmation for Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius? Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. All right, okay. The bottom of the deck is the sacral chakra, which is the feminine energy. Reach out, balance, crown chakra. Wow, you do have reach out here again with the speak up energy. So there's a masculine that wants to reach out to someone and have an equal give and take, a balance, wants to balance out a connection with someone, because in their higher self, right, their crown chakra, they know that there's a higher calling to the connection that they have with someone. Sorry, feminine, my apologies. There's a feminine that may want to reach out and have balance with this situation and create a common ground that we were talking about, because they know intuitively that this has a higher purpose. This connection has a higher purpose. Find your bliss. I am following a path I love, and I am fully aligned to my soul purpose. So again, you know that Spirit is calling you. Spirit awakens as well. I embrace my soul purpose and align all aspects of my life to it fully. And then abundance. I am grateful for the abundance nature and the universe provide in my life. So once you find your bliss and you really allow your spirit to awaken to what you're being called to do, your soul's purpose, abundance is just going to start flowing into your life. But you have to speak up and answer the call to walk what you're being called to do, whether that's moving away from someone, moving away from a place, disconnecting from a business, disconnecting from friends or family members, okay? So I hope that this was able to give you some insight and intuition into your weekend energy and weekend vibes. Thank you all for joining me on this particular reading. By all means, go ahead and click around because all of my readings are timeless. Leave me some feedback. Those who have subscribed, thank you so much for joining me on this journey, family. Those who have not, go ahead and hit the subscription button as well as the notification bell so you know when I'm live. I send y'all all so much love, peace, prosperity, protection, and paradise vibes. Follow me on Instagram. And until next time, namaste.